Can I start? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us in our annual meeting. My name is Asif Ali, and I'm the operation manager of Good Footwear Ltd. And my colleagues, Mr. Kashif Ali, is the HR manager, and Mr. Sibtain Haider, he is the marketing manager, and Mr. Nabeet Abbass is the finance manager of this company. So first of all, I'll talk about the strategy that we have implemented in our company and that we have worked on, we have just adopted to achieve our goals. So basically, our main focus of Good Footwear company is dedicated to provide its customer with a good quality products. That our main focus is just that we are giving out the quality products in the market on competitive prices that everyone can just easy to reachable or can afford, or you can say economical, and utilize our full production capacity to lower the cost per pair. That we are using our full capacity of our production as much as we can produce more things or more pairs, that and so that the cost will be lower, and maximize cost efficiency, that every single dollar that we are spending on our production, that we will just make most of it and making most out of it, and the distribution, and maximize sales revenue and volume. So that our main focus is that we are producing more and more, and also if we're producing more, so our main focus is that we can make more sales, and if we make more sales, then we can make more revenue. So here are the few key outcomes of from year 10 to 13. As you can see, that earning per share is just gone up to 1.84 as compared to year 2012. Return on investment increased by 7.2%, and the share price has gone up to $44 in year 2013. Credit rating has improved from A to A minus to A, and immediate rating has declined by 6 points, which is not that a big concern, because as per the investors' expectations, we are still going good, we are okay. So these figures just showing up, that is the increase in all these figures. So our whole the company is just doing the good things. So let's move on to the financial portion of our company. So my friend Nabil is going to share a few details about the financial matter of the company. So I will come back and we'll share the operational things later.
Hello, my name is Nabil and I'm the finance manager of the company. I would like to define some of the parts in the income statement as well, and the ratios about the company. First of all, we got the income statement. As we can see, there's a revenue, expenses, and net profit. As we can see, the revenue from 2010 to 2013, we have a rapid increase in our revenue, and we have also had an increase in the expenses, but the expenses as compared to the revenue are less, and therefore we had a good net profit at the position. The net profit percentage is 15.4% in year 2013, which is better than 11.3, which was into year 2012. If we see on the cash position, we have a 5 million into year 2010, which has increased to 14.235 million, and we also have some buyback shares in these in this year. We almost have 3.328 million shares which we have buyback this year. Dividend, as you know, the dividend we are paying $1.25 per share dividend. The peak points which we have taken out from this slide is sale revenue increased by 19.61 million, expenses decreased by 2.4 million, net profit increased by 16.01 million from year 12. Now I'll describe some of the financial ratios. As we can see, we got current ratio, debit to asset ratio, interest coverage ratio, and default risk ratio. If we see to the current ratio, we can say the current ratio slightly inclined in year 13 as compared to year 12, because there was an increase in the current asset and the current liability both. But the increase in the current asset were more than the current liability, therefore we had a more current ratios. The debt to asset ratios decline in year 13, which is good for the company, as it has only 90 cents of debts for every $1 of asset. This is because of the management abilities to meet its obligation to pay the current portion of the company debts. Interest coverage ratio has increased to 14.54 due to huge increase in the operating profit. Default risk ratio is also increased by 3.79 due to increase in free cash flows because of increase in net profit. As a result, company credit rating has improved from A negative to A positive. The next topic is operations. I'll call up my colleague for the operation manager who will describe about the operations.
Thank you very much. So as far as operations are concerned, as you can see that there is a report for the workers' productivity, that our workers, how efficient are they working. So our basic focus is just on two markets in North America and Asia Pacific. So if we can say that our workers just started making pays per year, if they started at 4,000 and now they are standing on 5,170. So which is quite a good thing that they are just using their time, utilizing their time in a constructive way. They are just more productive and more efficient work is done. And in Asia Pacific, there is a little bit decrease, which is still good as per the investors' expectations. So productivity increase in North America plant due to continuous spending. So the main thing why is it increased in North America is that we have spent on best practice training. We have trained our employees so that they can consume their time in a best way. They can produce more and more things and quality products, which also just put effect or just highlight the reject rate. So if they are doing good, if they are just spending their time in and they are utilizing their time in a good way, so our reject rate will also be decreased in future. So as you can see, in North America, the reject rate was 5%, but now it's standing on 3.2, which is decreased. Just because of that, we have trained enough our workers, and also we have cut down the overstaff that which were not giving us, you can say, any benefit to the business. So we thought that it's better that if we can train less employees, but in a better way, we spend money on the good skilled workers instead of just overstaffing. So this has helped reduce production cost per pay. Also, this affects on the cost of the pay, that if you are utilizing your time in a better way, if you are just making good pays, if your sales are going okay, and if you're making good revenue, so it means the cost per pay also reduces. Because your production goes up, and so the material which you are getting from outside or the expenses which you are spending on your production is also going less. So reject rates, both plants decrease due to expenditure. So we are just making the branded production. These are the branded production costs of both markets, which was when we started in year 10, it was $26. Then it went up just to attract the market. We have invested more money just to make more quality products, which cost us a bit more. But now, then gradually it's going down, and now we are just on $28.17, which is okay, and also is less than is more than the investors' expectations. And Asia Pacific also, it's gone down. So, and we are also taking the private orders from the market. So our full production, both plants are just making the production of 120%, and one plant, the North America, is making 2,000 pairs per year, and Asia Pacific is making 4,000 pairs, and in which they are just from North America, they are just making 50 pairs as from the private orders. That we got clients from the other than the branded market, that they are selling by putting their own name. So for the marketing point of view, my friend Sibtain Haider will discuss few details with you. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Sibtain Haider. I'm a marketing manager in Footwear Ltd. I'm just going to tell about some marketing strategies. The company offered to its customer 200 pairs of models with an SEO rating of 7-star. And the internet price segment was 67, which is a bit lower as compared to last year. And the wholesale price increased a bit and reached to 50.32 in this year. To attract and maintain retailer interest, an average delivery time of 3 weeks was offered, and retailer support of 430 was provided. A mail-in rebate of $3 was offered to attract more customers in all regions, and the advertising expenditure was increased from 25 million to 32 million in this year. and also it's same in last year as well. Now I'm going to invite my human resource manager.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kashif Ali, and I'm the HR manager of Good Footwear Company. I'm just gonna share some HR strategies of my company. So the human resources, like the training strategies and expenditures, there are a few I'm just gonna talk about. The base wages increased of 1% to ensure higher productivity and low reject rate, and $2 per pair spending on total quality management and like Six Sigma quality program, and spend $2,000 per worker for best practice training at both North America and Asia Pacific plant. An incentive we have paid to our workers per pair. In North America, we have paid like $1.25, and in Asia Pacific, 40 cents per pair. And like our remuneration per worker, you can say like the salaries we have offered, including the incentives, it's per annum, like per worker. In North America, in present year, we have like paid $23,000. As compared to the previous year, like it's a little bit higher. And in Asia Pacific, we paid $4,000, and like last few years, like 2 years, it was the same. And when we started, it was $3,700 per worker, like per annum. And the workforce we have employed in North America, like in this year, it's 388 workers, and it is slightly lower than the previous one because as my operation manager already told you, like we have put more money in trainings and stuff, and we gave them more incentives to our workers. That's why we get like more productivity from our workers and workplace, and also like they have put more efforts and be more efficient to give us the more results, good results. That's why our workforce goes down. And in Asia Pacific, it's a little bit high as compared to the previous one because we are offering in that area, we are offering them like the more in market, like more branded shoes. That's why we need to put some more workforce in that area. And also because in Asia Pacific, the plant's capacity is 4,000 pairs. Like that's why, because we are producing about like 3,900 pairs, and for 100 pairs, we just put the private labeling in that because we just want to produce like the full capacity we got, and that's why we like increase our workforce as well. And because the workforce is a little bit cheap in that area, because as compared to the North America, Asia Pacific is like the base cost is the base wages are low. That's why we put some more workforce in that area, and we are producing more production in that area. So the future strategies for our company is like increase workers' productivity to reduce the production cost. As I already told you, like if we increase our productivity by giving them more training and incentive, then we can obviously reduce our workforce, which is costing us more than the training sessions. And further maximizing the shareholder value and higher dividend payout. Growth in earning per share and return on equity by maximizing the revenue and improving cost efficiencies. Improvement in credit rating to A+ by paying off outstanding principal amount of long-term loans. Maintain current image rating as well. So that's all for today. If you got any question, you can ask.
Yeah, we're good. Just to
things that stand out for me that I just wanted to ask, what was your key realization or indicator for you guys to realize that North America, you wanted to lessen the amount of employees? What was your key indicator to do
The
that?
key indicators I've already talked and I already told you as like we just improving our productivity by giving them trainings, and also we are like focusing on our total quality management program, like our Six Sigma program.
So lessening the amount of employees still maintained sales, okay?
Yeah, like
No problem with that, yeah?
yeah.
So it didn't affect any sort of, outcome there. So, with your cash balance, it's quite healthy, 14.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What will you do with that? Right?
Uh,
'Cause I'm a shareholder. You know?
Yeah, because the thing is, because as you know, like my finance manager already shared with you, like in first year when we took over the company, like they were paying about 10,000 dividend.
In 2010, we had a 5 million of cash with us, and after that, we got a rapid amount, like increase in our revenues. Our sales were increased, and our expenses as compared to our sales were very less, and we had a good net profit. And with the net profit, we had a lot of savings, like a retained earning for us and all that stuff. And at the end of the year, we just thought to buy back some shares, which we
Right.
were doing every year.
Yeah.
And that was the main reason, like due to our less expenses, more profit, we had a more cash in our accounts
Right, because the dividends seem to move from $1
to 1.45.
up to 1.25.
Yes.
Yeah, like we are not increasing in that much amount, like our dividends.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, do you see, that's one of the things in your future strategies I can see, but, I think that would be something that you need to look at.
Yeah, improving the.
Yeah, because
Your cash flow is, your cash balance seems pretty healthy.
Yes.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, that's it.
I suppose that sort of is a good segue into what I was going to say, because Art's hit it right on the head. I mean, you bought back shares in the last 328,000 shares at $69.56 each. Now, that cost you just on 23 million. Yes, that would have increased your return on equity.
Yeah.
Okay, by doing that, and so you hit a marker there. However, wouldn't you have thought that from a shareholder's point of view, they would have been happier to receive a higher dividend than $1.25?
Yeah, we did think about it, and that is one of our future strategies. But before that, we have to do in operations and our productivity. We want to have some amount to spend on our employees to improve their the cost of quality of the product, and plus the the workers' quality and their skills. So we have to spend some money over there. Therefore, we just save this year, and we will be doing that in the next year. That would be one of our future strategies.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but you still haven't answered the question as to why you didn't pay more dividends and use the money for stock repurchases.
It's just because, like, for a company, like the cash position is more important than just paying off the dividends in that amount. Like, if you got like a good amount of money in your like cash counter position, then you can obviously, like in future, we have to think about like our few declines and calamities and stuff like that. So we need some money to,
I'm
to
not denying that. No, you're right. You're absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah.
My problem is that you rather than, and it's nothing to do with the cash balance you have on hand. That's fine. I mean, it's not too much, and it's actually just right.
Yeah.
My query to you is, why did you make the decision to purchase back 328,000 shares rather than pay dividends to the shareholders? And I'm the representative of the shareholders here who will be saying, well, why didn't you?
Just for the equity, like we need a strong equity
natural
position.
of our company?
I don't deny that.
Yeah.
What you're saying is 100%. You're just evading the question slightly every
Oh.
time you answer. The answer is, or the question I should say is, why didn't you think to repay or use the money that you used to buy back the shares, at least part of that, to increase your dividend payments to shareholders? This is a question that a shareholder would ask you straight away.
We might we feel that if the market fluctuates, so we hold some cash and we can invest in our advertisement. This for the credit rating.
Yeah.
Right?
I've got one more thing, sorry.
No,
Missing-
it's still on the list. That we are not neglecting
Like-
that.
But you're not answering my question, and this is the
Sorry.
question that we're going to have to answer at the shareholders meeting.
Yes.
You know-
So the question is, why did you divert cash
Yeah,
to
that's
purchase
very
back your shares than
Holding a
rather
real
than
payment.
provide an additional payments to dividend, to shareholders? Because $1.20 in year 12 and $1.25. I mean, given that you've just earned $52 million worth of profit, you gave them an extra 5 cents in dividend. Doesn't that seem a little bit disproportionate?
You know, we arranged some meeting with our shareholders
I'm
and
sure you
we
will.
discussed.
I think it'll be the other way
No,
around.
we have already done it in few years, and we are pretty satisfied with them, and they are satisfied with us, what we are doing. And the thing is, because being a shareholder, like the shareholders think about the position of the company, not just
They don't care about anything. They care about two things: share price
yeah.
Dividend.
and the dividend. After that,
Yeah.
there's not much else they're really worried about.
We are giving them the dreams in future.
You're giving them the dream. We're just selling them.
We're just letting them know, like in future, we're gonna be the more. We're just gonna take over the company. And,
Right now. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
It's a good presentation. You're excellent.
Thank you very much.